Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to today's Global Harmonization. Thank you for being in here today. Got some company here with me, which is always nice. I got Rico and his lovely Natalia, this divine couple. Been able to enjoy some time with them since last night. We got, of course, Emily hanging out. She's a little blown out from that bright sky behind her. Hope that you guys all enjoyed that beautiful full moon last night. And last one of the decade, last one of the year, happening on 12/12 at 12/12 in the Eastern time. So many synchronicities, undeniable as usual. When we're present to them, they're always showing up. So thank you for being here today to sit in the harmonization. Today, this a phrase was ringing in my mind, and put it here in the comments. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I started looking into the background of this thought, because somebody had said to me, well, as long as the intention's good. And this was a phrase that was taught to me as a young child. So what exactly does that mean? And I think intentions are this underlying essence that kind of flow through. Intention comes from a word intendere, which means to touch or to strive towards or forward. So it's kind of like reaching forward in some ways, depending on how it's interpreted, and just the etymology of the word. Now, I think the reason why this saying came about is because intentions are great, and so often those intentions are just left as intentions. And what actually is, it's almost like commitments are made based on this intention. And when those commitments are made, then becomes a certain level of integrity that gets shown up. So when I intend to meet someone at the restaurant 3 p.m., or let's even be more specific, because if I left that as I'm going to meet you at the restaurant at 3 p.m., we could go to the wrong restaurant. So I'm going to meet you at El Local, Emily's new favorite spot, at 3 p.m. That's my intention. Once I state that intention, actually showing up is where that intention becomes completed. That commitment becomes completed. And what it actually goes back is to this beautiful thing called integrity. And integrity is a really interesting thing, because I was taught integrity was doing what you said you were going to do, and that's it. Just you did what you said you were going to do. And that is actually more of a fulfilling of a commitment. Whereas integrity, the word actually means to be whole or to be complete. So when I start thinking about integrity, I think of the structure of a building. It's got good integrity, right? It's got great foundation. It's got all the necessary functions to be able to navigate up and down and all around the building. It's whole and complete. It's got its doors, it's got its windows, it's got its staircases, it's got all of its partitions, its walls. Then it becomes integral because it's complete. It's not just a shell. And that starts to slip into intentions, because intentions are the desire to create an integral transaction, a complete transaction. So one of the things that I learned about this integrity thing was that there's the ability to rewrite my commitments or my contracts. So I hit traffic. Instead of getting to the restaurant at 3:30, I'm going to get there at 4. Now, to be in integrity, then the only thing that's really required for me is to update all parties and make a new agreement. And it's a really simple thing to do that, to stay in integrity, to actually make that update and continue that dialogue and make the new agreement. And then one stays in integrity. Now, when one prevents this and avoids even showing up, then it's another commitment. So say I didn't show up, I had another commitment that I made and I didn't follow through on. And the impact on the other person is one thing, but actually the impact on myself is even worse, because now I haven't shown up for commitments that I made. And what ends up happening is these compound in the body as a non-integral person. I'm no longer whole. My word is no longer my bond. So that road to hell being paved with good intentions is really saying, okay, I'm speaking into existence now. Am I actually going to follow through on what these intentions are? Do I have the willingness to take the next steps that are required to actually follow through on it? You do what you say you're going to do, and that's it. There was no ability to update. There was no ability to say, hey, by the way, this happened, because then it was just an excuse instead of being able to have an option to create a new agreement. So one more thing whirled around in this whole integrity word that showed up. And it brought me back to my days of going to Sunday school. And that was confession. So how does confession relate with integrity and intention? So let's see how I'm going to link this together. So every time I speak an intention into existence and then I fail to actually complete and commit that intention, what I'm actually doing is that is sinning. I'm causing toxin to enter into my reality. I made a commitment to do something and then I no longer followed through. So it wasn't complete. And that's actually technically what a sin is being incomplete or some kind of toxin in my sphere, energetically, emotionally, mentally, even physically. The toxin is equating to a sin. And the idea of confession was actually for one to release those sins from their body, so that energy to be released so that it's not longer being harbored within and causing pain, causing discomfort, causing the mind to go off into anxiety or into worry. It's actually the ability to just release whatever bullshit is pent up. That was the idea of confession. And when I confess, I restore myself to full integrity. I restore myself to completeness. And then from that place, any intentions I now create are going to have more weight because I'm not carrying all these old ones that I hadn't fulfilled around with me. I can stay clear with those. So when I actually make a bunch of intentions and don't take any action towards them and they become unfulfilled, it's actually causing me toxin or sin. What's up, Ian? Yeah, cool spelling, brother. It's actually causing me to have this sin inside of me and be non-integral and non-complete, and it's going to cause discomfort. It's going to cause disruption. So that I actually end up living in my own psychological hell because I know that I have 1,000 things that I didn't complete and I didn't update anybody, and I owe all these people all these things and all these commitments that I made all to myself, and I will literally torment myself. This is from my own personal experience, and I've also watched this happen with other people as well. So the road to hell is paved with good intentions when those intentions are merely intentions and no creation action is taken further to bring those intentions to reality, and I just let them go. It's like don't speak don't even make a commitment. And one of the things I learned from this exercise is not even to make a commitment on anything, not even make an intention, unless I was willing to follow it through and really, really show up for it. So that's my shtick on that piece. I think it comes in from this full moon that we have here at the end of the year, and it being a big time of release, forgiveness. This is a time right now, today, this moment, in this harmonization is the time where you get to make a choice. I get to make a choice. to give up anything that I'm holding on to that will not serve me going forward, here and now, today. So in this harmonization, I invite anyone, if there's anything, worry, concern, shame, insecurity, debt, bullshit story you're telling yourself, any resentment, anything that happened in the past, this is the time to forgive, one, myself, and to anyone else involved. This is a time to wipe the slate completely clean. And in the cosmos, it's saying it. I'm saying it here. It's coming through the vibe. I've been getting the message from my son for like the last 2 weeks that this is the time to like figure out any of the bullshit resentments, frustrations, no matter how small they are. Like that's the ones that got getting me, was the really small ones. The big ones were like obvious because I thought about them all the time, but it's the real little subtle ones, like that friend that I haven't talked to since high school, or that friend that I haven't talked to that was my high school friend, that I just haven't talked to because the last time we left wasn't on clean slate. I could just clear that energy. They may be having some stories about me, or yesterday I ran into someone that was actually the person that like took care of my ex-wife when she moved out, and it like brought all this stuff to face, because I know that the story she heard was one side, and it's like, okay, it's a little bit of an awkward thing. So it brought a lot of energy up to me. Like, is there anything that I have left out there? Make sure it's clean. And I feel good about it. Unfortunately, I do feel good about it, and it feels clean. But it was a good reminder just to look again, just look one more time, see if there's anything there that you have not given up on, or forgiven, or any non-equilibrium in the field. So today's the day. You ready to just give up all that bullshit, every story that you're telling yourself? That's up to you. Today's a big day for that. The moon is helping. The end of the year is helping. Oh, and speaking of end of year, if you want to get on track with what you'd like next year to look like, Sunday, Emily and I will be going through this book with you guys here on My Evolved Life. So come join in and be part of it. Bring a pen, bring a pad, get a copy if you want. It's on Amazon. Don't need a copy. We'll walk you through it. So that all being said, hop into that meditative position, whatever feels comfortable for you. Just begin to breathe in through the nose, filling the belly, and then filling the chest, and holding at the top for just a moment, and just checking in with the physical body, seeing if there's any tension, any soreness anywhere, and just opening up that area and starting to exhale out. And the next inhale, if there's any spot that actually has any tension or soreness, breathe into that spot. And hold the breath at the top, and just notice the spirit, the breath, moving through the body, opening any areas, tightness, discomfort, dis-ease, breathing out of ease and exhaling out. And one more time, breathing into the body. And noticing that energy moving throughout the body, and just checking the posture one more time. Shoulders back and down, the chest pulling forward. Notice the heart leading the body, always leading with the heart. Chin back, neck straight, and exhaling out. And this time, breathing in again into the heart. Just checking the emotional state I'm in, feeling that's predominant. There might be several, it doesn't have to be one. Just seeing where I'm at. No judgment. Even if I'm angry, I'm thankful, grateful for the ability to experience anger or depression or frustration. The fact that I actually have the ability to navigate with this emotional GPS. and the ability to feel whatever emotion's running through. Because it's all love. I like to think that emotions are to colors, kind of like what love is to a rainbow. So love is all of those emotions. It's not the good or bad ones. They're all beautiful, just like colors. Love is having that full spectrum of emotion. Just breathing into that. Noticing on each breath, light inside the heart becoming brighter. Being shown by this light. Filling myself up so that I can easily forgive, I give forward, I let go, I release the past and come into the now. This letting go, this forgiving can be a very easy process. Just allowing the subconscious to rewrite, allowing everything to be released with the breath, created with a new inhale. Anything pops to mind to forgive, just claim it. I forgive. And fill in the blank. Maybe a name, maybe a company, maybe a construct, a government. If you're a diehard liberal, forgive all those conservatives right now. If you're a diehard conservative, forgive all those liberals right now. Transcend it. At the end of the, you might find the only person to forgive is myself. For casting any judgments, harboring any resentment or anger, frustration, ill will in any such way. For some reason I'm hearing that payback is a bitch. Just talked about karma being a bitch. I don't know, I've done a lot of loans. When people are paying me back, it feels pretty good. Payback and karma is only a bitch if what I'm putting out there is bitching. Just let go. Just breathing into the heart. Maybe in the mind's eye or aloud, just chant, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I forgive myself, I forgive myself. Knowing that I'm forward giving, forever giving forward. The actual meaning of forgiveness, yielding, forgiving, giving forward. Continuing to fill the heart with pure light in each breath, releasing anything that no longer serves me in each exhalation. Listening to the pure silence behind the noise. Clean slate. Knowing by clearing all this energetic energy, transcending it, everything that I create is of this pure divine essence that I am, this pure love that's in my heart. Here forward, here now. I'm always here to give, to live, to exist, to love, to play. As I am free. And feel free to add any experience or emotion or state to that mix. To be curious and in awe. Breathing into the heart. Just bringing the attention to the mind, noticing how calm it is, so full of light. Blank canvas to create anything from the heart. Noticing the light that I'm filled within, and how that light begins to take shape within the body, feeling a certain vibration, a certain sense of peace. This always exists right here inside of me. As I'm still within, so is there stillness without. As I love within, so I emanate it, project love outward. It's all a reflection. It is all a dream. It is all an illusion. It is all made of love. Bringing the hands, heart center position, prayer from the heart. It's now a heart center position, by the way. Pressing them gently together, noticing how the body expands, the chest, the abdomen cavity all expands as I press this in, breathing into that. Allowing the light to move into this larger vacuum created in the body, expanding to every single cell. I am the light. I am the truth. I am the life. Feel free to join me in that mantra. I am the light. I am the truth. I am the life. And one more time. I am the light. I am the truth. I am the life. Gently lowering the hands down. Remember, clean slated, clean canvas, opening the eyes. New earth is here right now. Your destiny is yours to create. So I just put out there, use this heart to create whatever it is that you desire. God bless you all. Thank you for being on here. It's nice to see all the comments, everybody here. Yeah, I don't get to see everybody's name, so I got a lot of Facebook users up here. So thank you for chiming in, being on this. If you shared it, thank you so much. Please pay this stuff forward. This stuff changes the world. It changes my day. If it changes my day, it changes one other person's day. 11 people on here right now, plus the 4 of us in this room. Multiply that 10, we do a lot of good by being in this vibe. So thank you for tuning in. God bless you all, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 7:30. Have a great day.